Konnichiwa, we are growing up boarders,
and today we'd like to welcome you to Osaka, Japan.
We've been in this country for the past week and
we love Japan!
So today it's time to discover Osaka. It's the food capital of Japan, which means you guys are going to see us trying some yummalicious treats. So come along and let's go discover Osaka together.
We made it onto the train. This is what it's like. We're gonna ride it for a few stops and then transfer. It's like 7:30 at night. The big train station here in Osaka.
And there is tons of people everywhere you look.
All right, we are at another Mimaru property, and this one's a little bit different, so let me show you. We've got a bathroom over here with a nice bathtub, separate toilet. We've got a nice bedroom right here, which sleeps 2 people comfortably, but they also have it as a family suite. So unlike the other ones, these ones have little bunk beds here for 2 people. And then coming out here, you've got a nice sitting area, which is wonderful, like a big spacious table and a little kitchen set up. And then they have this beautiful area as well, which is like a typical Japanese sitting area. But you can also put down mats there and transform it like we did at the other hotel into a bedroom.
Morning. It is 8 a.m. Yep, we've got a walking tour real soon, so we're just having a quick breakfast. We always have yogurt while we're here and some kind of pastry or something. And this is our setup this morning. We do so much walking every single day, so we're just talking about like today. We're gonna start with a walking tour, so it's gonna be a lot of walking. So when you come, make sure you have good walking shoes.
All right, here we go, let's go. Everyone's riding bikes, and there's small little bikes, I think, that fold up.
Yeah, everyone rides bikes on the sidewalk here.
The only other place we've seen this really is in the Netherlands, where everyone rides bikes. But here, it's like they just ride on the sidewalks with people.
It
Place
is
to be in Japan is the shade.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so hot right now, and this is the beautiful street because it's shaded. And look at all these nice stores with cool clothing everywhere. Okay, so far we're noticing a few differences than every other spot we've been here in Japan. And that is, believe it or not, people cross on the red lights here. They just get up and then they go. And that's what we've been doing, but we had one guy come up to us. You know, I'm not talking about the big streets, obviously. I'm talking about those small little streets where you can easily look both ways and cross in like a second. But one guy came up to us and he was like, and this is in Kyoto, he's like, excuse me, did you see it's red? And we're like, yeah, but there's no cars. And he was like, oh no, you have to stop on red. And we're like, oh, okay, thanks for letting us know. And anyway, here everyone just like kind of looks and then they go. And I'll show you what I mean by little street. This is what I mean by a little street. Side street, which you can easily look to see if there's cars and go.
This area we're walking through has all the fancy shops. There's Cartier to Dior to Nike to watch shops.
Everything. This is the neighborhood to, I guess, like come if you want to go shopping.
So it's crazy how Kyoto's only like a train ride away, but it feels like 2 different completely areas, which it is, 2 different cities. We are so close. One, Kyoto's more nature, traditional. Osaka is like a new big hub city. And they say Osaka is known for its food. So we're gonna have to definitely try some food here.
Wow, this is a typical street in Japan. Look at this, all the signs and everything. So busy.
So based on that restaurant back there, I think they serve dragon in Osaka. So we might have to give that a try.
Looks like they're going to be cooking up some good stuff here. Our guide told us be careful of bikes because they are crazy here, and I almost just got hit by one.
If they hear goshisou-sama coming from you guys,
So sometimes people jump off this bridge, but the thing is, some of them are drunk and they don't realize it, but the water here is not deep, so it is quite dangerous.
And this is a man-made canal.
It is
and
a man-made canal.
This sign we just learned has been here for how many years?
Over almost 100 years. It's been here since like the 1930s.
And if you've seen this, then you know you're in Osaka.
You know you've been to Osaka if you take a picture in front of the sign.
This area is like the place for food, and at night there's all the neon lights that pop up, so it's really cool.
Osaka is known as the food capital of Japan, or also known as the kitchen of Japan. What's interesting is right back there was the start of the conveyor belt sushi.
And there are a few delicacies here in Osaka, and actually in all of Japan, that you can only find here. And one is a fish, and you have to actually have a license to be able to cook this fish. So there's only like a few, well, probably many, but a few chefs that know how to make it. And so when you buy it, you don't want to buy it and go cook it at home, because the consequence of it, it's kind of like in the ads where you see in the United States, like if you take this medicine, it can lead to this, and then at the end it's like, or death. Well, this is the same thing for the fish. You could actually die because it's a poisonous fish. Apparently it's very chewy, they slice it thin, but if you buy it from a licensed chef, you're good to go. So we're gonna go find you that in the market and show you what it looks like.
Our next stop is to the Kuromon market, which means Black Gate, and you can find lots of different things, including like the blobfish, I think you call it in English. It is poisonous, so that's pretty interesting.
The reason why the name of the market is what it is, which means Black Gate, is because there was a temple with a black gate, and then that's why they named the market Kuromon.
It's open in the day till 3 o'clock.
You find all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
there's about 150 different little shops.
And it's better to come in the morning because all the food is freshly made and there's everything.
Bean paste. So the Kobe beef here in Japan, you can only buy in Japan, and it's kind of like the Gucci of beefs, if you will.
Yeah, it's like Wagyu steak and it's very like expensive.
I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's the skin and that's the cheek.
It's so sad. Because when you hunt them in packs, you have to kill every single one of them. You can't just kill one. I love how it's not just a food market. You can also find clothing, accessories, everything really.
We found the famous pufferfish here
No way.
at this place, and it's very interesting.
Oh, it's so thin, you can hardly even see it. Look at how thin it is.
We found the one and only Super Mario here in Osaka.
It's funny because we're not too much into the seafood, so it's like, you know, it's just not our style. But for some people, it's like, oh yeah, look at all this amazing seafood. It's just like everywhere we look. Look at this. Yeah.
It's such a huge market.
That's nice. They even sell fresh flowers. That's beautiful. You can even come and like shoot some guns for different prizes here.
I've tried ice cream before. I've seen lots of ice cream places, but I've never seen one that sells black vanilla charcoal, matcha, white peach. I've never heard of that. Or like raw chocolate.
Wasabi ice cream? Oh my.
That sounds really weird. We are now entering the anime section of Osaka.
This is also the area where you see ladies dressed up like maids. And you can go in and have a coffee and they serve you like a tea, coffee, whatever. It's for everyone, has nothing related to sex. And what's really strange though is they go meow meow. And it's like a cultural thing here that people enjoy. It's very bizarre.
So on this walking tour, we've been learning a lot about their culture in like real Japan, which has actually been really cool. So here, they don't have janitors in the schools or cafeterias. And the reason for that is because the kids clean themselves.
Well, they have cafeterias, but they don't have people working in the cafeterias.
No, it's like the kids who serve the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And so they're taught from such a young age to clean up after themselves. So that's one of the reasons that it's so clean in this area. That's a school behind us too.
Yeah.
This is an elementary school behind us. School is pretty much free. There are private schools as well, and most schools all have the uniforms. Most schools are mixed. And what else?
They have to learn 3,000 characters, and there's different ones. So there's like,
Yeah, like different ones basically.
So it's a lot of work to learn.
Can you imagine having to learn that many characters? Like we have 26 letters in our alphabet, and yeah, this is just amazing. So when they learn English, they're also like maybe more shy to speak English, but they do learn English in school. And they often will say, well, the reason why they don't speak English is because they don't want to make a mistake, or they're just shy. Yeah. But hats off to them. These guys are all wearing red hats, and you'll see little yellow hats when the kids are walking down the streets to and from school. And it's mainly just to make it more visible. The other thing is kids go to and from school all by themselves at a very young age, so parents don't have to accompany them and bring them. And yeah, they're just mature enough to do it on their own, and it's safe for them. They have a safe environment here where, yeah, they're totally fine to do that. Just very similar to what our girls experienced when they grew up in Switzerland, which is really nice.
So this area we're in now is kind of like the older part where you feel like you're stepping back to 1950s, 1960s, and they had a Luna Park here. We just finished our walking tour with Masa. He was so informative. We learned so much about Japan and the culture, and it was amazing. Highly recommend it.
Any city we go to, we always usually start it with a walking tour because you get your bearings, you learn the history and the culture, and you get to hang out with other travelers, which is always fun as well. So.
And he also knows all the local strands, like go here for this, go here for that.
Yeah, he was really insightful. Ever seen a turtle with such a big, long neck?
I've never seen a turtle like that. Is it even a turtle?
Apparently this restaurant, it stinks like fish, and that's because it's where you catch your own food.
I've seen this on the internet. I cannot believe we stumbled upon this restaurant. You literally catch your fish and then you grill it, or they grill it for you. And here's where it's done. Look at the fish. You can catch it like that. Whoa. There's like lobster too. And it's like you're on a boat here. When I was up with my friends up in Tokyo, we went to a sushi place, and I'm going to show my family what it's like. I believe this one is a merry-go-round. We'll go see. This is what the restaurant looks like. You basically order, and then the sushi comes to you.
Wait, so how?
Oh, that's the order. Let me show you. Click on it.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have some sushi. So it's a little bit different to the one I went to before because, like, for example, here, your place go there. You order via your phone.
Okay, and then you just order, and then it tells you the number that comes.
Yeah. What do you guys think of this place? Pretty cool,
Scallions are little onions. And then it tells you how many minutes it's going to arrive in.
Up, I think, if it's your
Oh, maybe it opens when it gets to you.
All right, it just arrived. This is how it arrives at the top.
What the?
Yum.
You can find lots of things here, including some miso soup, which sounds really good.
Here's salmon with mayonnaise.
Oh, yummy.
Ready?
Do you eat it like in one bite?
Yeah. Popcorn chicken.
Look at, once you have 5 dishes in there, you can play a game.
The more you put the plates, the more it says place there, and it's like a race or something.
I think after 5 plates, one of those things will stop.
We're not big seafood fans, but I love sushi. It's really good. Tuna with some seaweed and rice. Yum.
Julia's going well out. All right, we're at plate number 5. Let's see what happens.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a game. That's it? That wasn't a game?
Wait,
Do you have to press the game on?
What? It's already on, yeah.
Well, what's the game? There's a hamburger steak.
Actually looks good. Japanese version of hamburgers.
Oh, that looks so cute.
I was like, which one has been your favorite?
Japanese hamburger. I am
Yum.
I was just gonna say I look so tired because we've been go, go, go. Hopefully this will give us lots of energy. Here we go. Look at all that mayo. So yum.
They always have a hot water station and their matcha tea.
But you mix the matcha tea in like that, like the actual green stuff?
I guess
Does it dissolve? That was fast. Next. We just came into this pharmacy and look at all the... That's not a Kit Kat, that's a Kit Kat. Look at this. Strawberry, milk tea. Oh wow, they even have matcha Kit Kats. This is something seriously only in Japan. This is called a Pachinko, where grown men come and play video games for hours on end. I've never seen anything like it. And it's not like you see one of them. There's many of these across the city and all over Japan. Have you guys ever seen anything like that in your lives? That was like overwhelming for your stimulation. So loud. And like, how many grown men are just sitting there playing video games? Like, what?
You know what's funny is I thought it was a casino, but there is no casinos. It's an arcade.
No, it's an arcade. That's crazy.
I'm gonna say exactly what Dad just said. He said this is like the Japanese Walmart, well, American Walmart, but if you were taking drugs.
What? Okay, let's go see.
It's called Don Quijote.
Don Quijote. Let's go to Don Quijote. Oh, they're so cute.
This is like a Ross, but times 20.
Oh my goodness, look at all the suitcases. Yeah,
Look at all the
very juicy.
Whoa, it's massive in here.
It's so big.
So
This is like a stimulating store.
my eyes can't shut.
They have all like the knockoff purses.
Sword.
Okay, what's a knockoff purse here worth? Or maybe they're not knockoffs. They're the real deal. Well, I now understand why they have a map at the front door to figure out where to go. Weird. Look at all the weird costumes. Ooh, how sexy, whatever.
This is a pretty nice metro station. Okay, we are taking the subway here. We learned today that here in Osaka, the people stay on the right side, whereas in Tokyo, they go on the left.
This is so cool. It's like a covered area. It reminds me of Milan, Italy, and it's like a big, huge shopping indoor-outdoor section. Apparently the store we are about to go into is a big, massive toy store. So if you guys like toys, get ready for it. Okay, so basically it's more of a department store, like a Macy's or
Farmers in New
Farmers
Zealand,
or Manor in Switzerland.
what's the one in Spain called?
El Corte
El
Inglés.
Corte Inglés.
Something like that.
These are glass pens. You see the tip there?
Yeah.
You dip it in ink and you draw with them.
You can literally find anything you want in this store, like anything. It's unbelievable. You know what's pretty cool here is they do workshops where you can make leather handbags and they teach you how to do it. So they have all these pieces of leather, they have belts, like everything. I've actually never ever been in a store this complete with this many items and selection in my life. What'd you find?
Every little one is a different thing. This one is only for to-do list. Then over here, for example, they're all just different. This one's to think about things. Like there might be puzzles or for math, you know?
We're in the bathrooms. This is all for little kids. Like, hi, little mini everything. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny.
It literally just goes on and on and on. So it's actually quite nice versus walking on the main street. Here you get to pass all the little shops and everything. This is a store that's an Amway store where you can buy all Amway products. Never seen it because Amway is an MLM company where you can only buy through like an upline kind of thing, downline. They actually have a store here.
Wow.
Yay, we can buy excess energy drinks.
Our family members back in Canada use like the toothpaste and everything, all the products from here, so it's kind of like homey for us.
Okay, so one of the reasons why when you're in Japan and you hear a lot of people say this, that you do not find garbage. So if you have garbage, you have to take it with you, bring a little plastic bag, put it in your bag, whatever. But the reason why, we thought it was 9/11, but it wasn't 9/11 for security. It was something that happened in 1995, I believe, in the subway. Somebody put some poison stuff and people died and many, many, many people were sick. So ever since then, they just don't have many garbages.
Why am I here? Why am I here? I want to be there. Let's go.
So Japan has been pretty full on. Every day we've done about 10,000 to 20,000 steps.
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah.
non-stop.
We've seen the free cities, Tokyo, the capital, Kyoto, the traditional, where you see lots of temples and shrines, and here in Osaka, where we've done lots of fun things, like see the shops,
I like Osaka.
restaurants,
It's
yeah.
fun. I just love the fact that Mimaru has washing machines because we were in desperate need of washing.
Yeah, and look at all the different machines. There's like 4 of them. always with the washer and dryer, which is so convenient.
So it's a rainy day. We decided to come out and just go walk around town and go shop at some of the stores, see what there is. Something you'll see all the time is, for example, these two little boys are here in a carriage, and the dad just went into the store and then he just leaves the kids outside, and it's absolutely no problem. Even though there's like all these people all around, nothing will happen to those kids. It's like so many, every street is like that, totally busy. And like that, totally busy, just goes on and on and on. I was told that the cheesecakes here in, I was gonna say Ostrava, the cheesecakes here in Osaka, I heard, are amazing. So I don't know if these ones are them, but we're gonna try whatever this is, because that looks so good. See the loads of sugar that she just put on top of there? Oh my gosh, but this is like cheesecake. I heard it's amazing here, so. It doesn't disappoint. It's actually really good. Maybe I'll just keep it all to myself. I'm gonna get Angelique to try it later when they come join us. The girls stayed in for a little bit because we've been go for the last few days. So I'm gonna get her to try it, see if she likes it, and maybe she'll make it for us at home. So everywhere you go, they have these machines for the umbrellas. Semi-worked. With numbers comes selections, so you have every single name brand possible and imaginable here. So if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle, just come along here, along the waterfront, and just enjoy a little bit more quaint and quietness. And oh, look at this, they do like these boat tours along the water. I don't know if people do videos on Tokyo versus Osaka, or if even that is allowed to be said, but I kind of like the vibe here in Osaka better. You know, they're both big cities, but this one, I don't know, I like the food, I like the fact that there's all these street food options and stuff like that, and it's just got a really nice vibe.
Today's been a home day, which means we pretty much stay home and we work. So Chloe and I have been working on some reels, TikToks, we do some video editing, emails, you know, the whole works like that, just chilling, relaxing. Now we're going to meet up with my parents. We're gonna go have some traditional Japanese food here in Osaka, because Osaka is the city of food. We're gonna go have their typical Japanese pancakes. Don't know how to fully say the word yet in Japanese, and I know there's two different ways, so we're gonna go do that right now. This kind of feels like being at a Times Square in New York. It is so busy.
How are you guys? Good. How long did it take you to walk here?
Good 17 minutes.
How many?
15 maybe. That's playing the drums back there represents, basically its meaning is that you'll either eat till you're bankrupt or you'll eat till you fall flat, right? So yeah, it's quite interesting. And he comes every night.
Those things that you just see, those round balls, those are tokiyakis. They are octopus round balls. Apparently the middle of them is so piping hot that you have to like eat it slowly so you don't burn the inside of your mouth.
It's an escape room cafe. Look at it.
That's not freaky at all. Look at how freaky he is.
It's different games, and then you eat, and then you got a timer. So we are ordering some dumplings, which sounds so good right now, no?
Yum. Onion mayonnaise?
Let's see.
It's so hot. Oh my god.
It looks so yummy.
You're smushing it all.
It's good. Pub, you're sitting on a bench, and this is your point of view. It's like a tsunami of people. There's constantly people on both sides. It's never ending. It's like you can never see the horizon. Okay, so apparently it's normal to see a cow hanging up. I don't know, but the other way around. Yeah, and a dragon over here, guys.
So normally you go for okonomiyaki and you sit down at the restaurant like we did in Tokyo. But we're gonna try it today, just sitting down on the street. I got it for takeaway so that we just can get kind of going. Apparently it's made a little bit different, and I will tell you if there's a different taste.
What's it with? Ham?
So this one's with ham, like with pork. Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, it rivals the one we had in Tokyo.
It does?
Mm-hmm. It's made differently. Oh, it's really yummy. And you can taste like the pork. Tastes smoked. Tastes like smoked pork. Isn't it good?
The sauce is so much
Better.
good.
So,
Let me try it.
Angelique, I want to hear your reaction. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
'Cause we tried a lot of okonomiyakis. We tried pork. We tried. It's good, isn't it?
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very different to what we had in Tokyo.
So the okonomiyaki that they make here, is that it? Okonomiyaki is with rice as well. So it's a little bit different. Then that's why it gives it a different flavor, and the sauce is different as well. Next stop, sushi bar. Our next stop was going to be sushi, but it's like super busy. So the wait time is 1 hour and a little bit. So we're going to go find another maybe quiet spot. It is a Friday night, and I think that's probably why.
Everyone is out. Yeah.
And sushi is a good thing to go do when you're here in Osaka. But there's hundreds of them, so let's go find another one.
Including the very first one in the entire world. It's just down the street.
But it's probably super busy.
We're assuming that,
We need to go off a
side street. There's all these little alleyways with tons of food. This is like amazing.
Look at it. It's so like these petite little like pubs. We think we know why we're liking Osaka better than Tokyo. Basically because everything's smaller and more contained, and you can kind of see similar things. But isn't this the coolest street you've ever seen? Like,
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it feels a lot more relaxing because everywhere else has been so go because there's been so much to see here.
Maybe.
It's just like, you could just enjoy the food, enjoy the nightlife.
And
you know?
I like cities where you go and what the top thing to do and see is eat. I love it.
Now down another alleyway. I don't know where we are, but yeah, there's lots of things as usual going on here in Japan. It's so busy in here. We're still waiting for the restaurant. Hopefully we come soon.
Waiting for the sushi line. Waiting.
So it's still a very long wait, but we are now finally able to sit down and choose some really good food.
I got a seared salmon with cheese on top, and it is so good because the cheese is melted.
Should I try it? We ate our hearts out and even had some of their cheesecake.
It's different to cheesecake what we have. Like, this is more of like a cake consistency. We have cheesecake with like a pie
so
crust.
there's sponge, then there's like another sponge cream, and then like a kind of grilled top.
Look at all the plates of food we have. Yum.
So here in Japan, their car garages look like this to park your car, and usually they go up to the roof, so it's like an elevator and they fly up, and then when you get your car back, you just put in your license plate and you get it back.
So that's a wrap on our time here in Osaka. Next up, we're going to be heading back to Kyoto, so make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe because you won't want to miss that cool video where we get to meet a geisha. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!